Welcome to another episode of Watch Once Over. My name is Big E, and today we're going to be discussing my deep dive watch. It's called a Luminox Deep Dive, and this is a special edition. This is a Scott Cassell um, limited edition, and this is a um, Explorer type watch, and it is just a heavy duty diver, and it is made in conjunction with the um, military uh, contractor, conservationist, explorer, just outdoorsman type a guy named Scott Cassell, and he was the guy for Luminox before what's his name, Bear Grylls. So, and it says Luminox for Sea Wolves on the back. That's what he calls his conservationist people with their sea wolves because they protect the sea. So, as far as I know, this is one of the first uh, watches made in conjunction with a conservationist to save the oceans. And you can see a big sea wave on there, and then under on the side, but this thing in the middle is a bathyscaphe, and that's what you use to go deep sea exploration. Okay, so that's what this watch is for. Now let's get into some of the measurements of this watch real quick because it is a big watch. It is 45 millimeter watch. It's kind of a cushion cape type watch, so it wears really well. The lug, and I'll go from the metal part to the metal part. It's just about 48. So that's not bad for a watch of this size. So it's 48 millimeters lug to lug, and then you have this pre-fit band that juts out, and you have male receiving end. So this is a proprietary type band. So just keep that in mind if you're going to pick one of these up. And these watches, they run anywhere used from about $1,000 to about $2,500, depending on what model you get. But the watch is a heavy duty watch and it's super cool. Now, this is a vulcanized rubber, and you can see the pattern on the bottom of the strap. It really, you see how it's carved out? It really aerates the wrist. And this thing is great um, for any kind of wet or water activity. Now, let's start from the top with the case. You start with the crystal. You do get a copious amount of anti-reflective coating on there, and you can see it turn purplish blue. It has that blue anti-reflective coating on there, and it has a sapphire, and that sapphire I think is about 5 millimeters thick. It's a really thick sapphire on there. That's why you have so much real estate between the sapphire and the rehold. Now you get a type of bezel insert that is I want to say it's sort of lacquerish type bezel insert, aluminum, but it's real nice. And on your pip, you don't get a traditional Superluminova pip. You get tritium. So this watch is all tritium, as most Luminox watches are, and each indice is also tritium. And then on the minute hand, you have two tritium bars, and on the hour hand, which is the white smaller hand, you have one, and then you have one on the second hand also. Now you get a, let me zoom in a little bit. You get a date wheel over there at 3 o'clock that's white, surrounded by a date box that is down about 2 one, two, three levels. So it sits down there. You get a real nice stadium effect with this watch. It's really a deep dish watch, and you can see just by handling it the quality and that this is a purposeful diver. Now, the unique thing about this watch is the bezel. It is your 120 click bezel, but to activate the bezel, you have this type of crown that is kind of like a Panerai-ish type crown guard, and you have a little flick, a little latch that opens up. So when you open that latch up, you get access, you gain access to the crown, and simultaneously you unlock the bezel. So I'm going to turn the bezel with this up. Very tactile, very precise, and there's no backplay in this bezel. It's very stiff. You can tell this is a purposeful diver and where the money went. And when you set the bezel to what you want, then you just close this and click it. Bezel's locked. It can't move. You don't have to worry about bumping it or anything. The bezel can't move unless you unlock it first with this thumb mechanism. So that's a pretty cool thing. Now you have your normal things: hand winding, hacking. You have a ETA 2824 in there, I believe, which is running at 28,800 vibrations an hour. And then you have a real nice cushion case, and this is coated. It's a black coated case. I got some war scratches on here right here, and then you have this red. I want to say painting around the helium escape valve. Then the back is screw down, and the crown is also screw down too. It's screw down, and it's also protected by this big flip lock. And as we was looking at the back before, I'll show you again. It's sapphire, AR coated sapphire crystal. Tells you all the specifications on here. All stainless steel, patented pending, sapphire glass, and then you get this cool Luminox receivables up the top. And on the dial, I'll move the hands out the way. You also have a wolf on the dial. At 12 o'clock, you have three indices that light up at night, and this thing glows like a torch. But over at 6 o'clock, over top of that indice, and I'll move the hands out the way. You can see the wolf. And that's your wolf right there. And it even says it on there. Sea wolf. Then at the bottom you have Swiss made, because this is a all Swiss made watch, and it's very, very, very high quality. So push the crown back in, screw it down. You lock it in. Close this up. Oh, gotta lock it all the way down first. Oh, I guess you gotta have, okay, you gotta have the crown all the way in to, all right, you gotta have the crown all the way in to close the hatch. So if the crown's not all the way in and screwed down, the safety latch won't catch. So that's another cool safety feature. On the buckle, you hit 3 pins, which is overkill, a really wide strap, which is also overkill. But I'm going to put this on the Timegrapher real quick to see where it's running. And then I'll show you a Lume shot. Let me zoom in on this. Now we'll let that settle down in there. You got 307 degrees amplitude, 0.1 milliseconds beat there, 28,800 vibrations an hour, and you see it is running at chronometer specs plus 2 seconds a day. And for what the information I could find is Luminox adjust these particular watches in about I believe 4 or 5 positions, and they all run great. So don't be afraid to buy one of these. It's gonna run pretty good, as you can tell. This one is. Now for Lume shot. And now with the Lume shot, since this is tritium, you're not going to be able to see it because your eyes have to adjust, but I have a black light here. And this is what you would see at night. That's the Lume shot right there. You'll get all yellow Lume. It's blazing bright. And that's what you get after your eyes adjust. And it lasts all night. And tritium lasts about 25 years. So you don't have to worry about this losing any of its luminosity anytime soon. Even if you buy one on the secondary market, you should be okay because it is tritium. So that is the Scott Cassell Deep Dive limited edition. Tell me what you guys think about this watch. I'll give you a wrist shot. As you know, my wrist is 7.25 inches. And this watch feels nice. It fits great. That's my Scott Cassell Luminox Deep Dive. And I'll talk to you guys later. That's the Watch Once Over. My name is Big E. Have a great day.